Welcome to MMM Nigeria. MMM is a global community of financial aid and donation exchange. MMM is a social network that connects the one who wants to donate the money with the one who wants to get the money. Participants transfer money directly to each other. There is no central accounts. It will not collect your money. The full meaning of MMM is Mavro-Mondial Movement. There's no central account where you have to keep your money. It's a peer-to-peer system. Oh yeah, over 200 million members worldwide. Wow. We're in 118 countries. It's the largest donation exchange network in the world. In 1994, MMM held 1/3 of the entire cash in Russia. Recently, it was reported that Bitcoin prices are being driven up just because of MMM. We are a community that built on helping people become free. MMM ideology. What MMM wants to do, we want to create a fair financial system where money will no more be an issue. We're creating a platform where there will be no need to go to the banks to borrow money to execute any financial projects. How does MMM works? It's a community where people provide each other financial help on the principle of graciousness, reciprocity, and benevolence. It's a free will. Okay, yeah, in MMM community, it's a mutual financial help. Participants don't contribute all their money. You only contribute with the spare money you have. You provide help to people and you get help. When you provide help, you're making a contribution. When you get help, it's more like selling your Marvel. MMM is the internal currency of the system. Marvel, the internal currency of the system. Marvel's amount will start growing from the moment of the deposit at the rate of 30% per month. Meaning when you deposit or when you provide help to anyone, it starts growing from the day you provided the help. 30% meaning per month, meaning for every day 1% is being added. And the calculation of the interest occurs twice a week, on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. This sum in Marvel shows, and as much as you can request more. Where does this 30% come from? There's no interest rate in MMM. In MMM, after you've donated money, you get rewarded with your Marvel. The Marvel is the index of your tribute to the development of the community. This index grows at 30% in month, like I explained earlier. It's a technical term. Programmers can adjust this growth rate of Marvel at any moment. The amount of Marvel and its growth rate can be decreased, increased, stopped, or cancelled. I'll take that again. The amount of Marvel and its growth rate can be decreased, increased, stopped, or cancelled. MMM's 30% earning cycle. Okay, the cycle goes like this. When you provide help, that's PH for short, it will be on a queue, meaning you've made deposits. Then you get help. That's when you need help, you request to get help, and that's more like withdrawals. Then you can take out your profits and return back your PHQ or take all, and that's all. Meaning when you provide help, it says on the queue like you made a deposit. Then when you need your money, you can get help. But this time around, you can either take out the profits and return back the initial help you provided, or you can take all of it, or you can even put all of it back into the MMM's earning cycle. That's all. Okay, the benefits. MMM is offering a mutual aid program with 30% growth per month for your donations. That's the growth of the Marvel per month. It said possible growth rate is 30% per month. You provide help and receive 36% more. Meaning when you provide any amount of help, you always get 30% more after 30 days. But after 2 weeks, you are allowed to request for the entire sum of the money as it's part or at every moment. Registration bonus. Okay, after you have registered with MMM, there are bonuses that are attached to it. When you make your first donation, the participant receives a bonus of $20. That's if the donation is from $50 to $499. If you're in Nigeria, you can convert that to the Nigerian currency. $50. If you make a donation of $500 to $2,999, you can get a bonus of $50. And if you make a donation more than $3,000, you can get a donation of $100. Isn't that good? That's superb. Referral program. Okay, you get 10% from all the donations of the participants you invited. Meaning, MMM, you have the opportunity to invite other participants. When you invite new members into the community, there's an additional contribution that is added to your account. 10% from all the donations of the participants. It's called the 10% referral bonus. Become a manager by finishing 10 days online school and earn manager's bonus. Managers of the MMM community can create their own multi-level structures and get a bonus from each of the donation of every participant in the structure. This is a multi-level bonus. Thus, a manager can have his own leader whose rank is higher than him. A manager's bonus varies depending on the level of the structure, while in MMM you can get different levels, different bonuses in the community. Okay, there are some risks that is actually attached to be a participant in MMM. Like I said earlier, I said MMM is a community for peer-to-peer money exchange. Therefore, MMM only distributes money within its participants. It connects a donator to a recipient. Therefore, in order that the mutual aid process may be beneficial and not stopped, the number of participants donating money should generally increase. The number of participants donating money should generally increase. He said the community constantly works to improve the reliability of the mechanism of mutual assistance. However, it may not happen that those who have donated money will not receive help back. It will not happen that when you donate money, you cannot receive help back. When you donate money, meaning you've indirectly provided help and you can also get help back. But you don't put all your money into it. You can only donate with your spare money. For many years of operation, MMM has been proven that the system is reliable. MMM has implemented various mechanisms to make donation exchange processes more stable and beneficial. There's a security in MMM, and that's called the pulse level. The pH level, the Naira, should increase more than the GH. pH stands to provide help, GH gets help. So the pH level should be always higher than the GH level. Okay, community building and development. Only big and fast-growing communities can succeed. MMM provides help for advertisements, the transfer accounts signed up for advertising under our managers, offline events, presentations, conferences, seminars, charity events, open clubs. We provide projects to give you a chance to build a real big team of downlines. My God. Okay, there are some questions that have been frequently asked about an MMM. Some persons will say, is MMM not a scam? This is the answer. MMM has successfully worked more than 4 years in over 100 countries and has more than 130 million participants around the world. There are videos confirming that. You can just go on YouTube and you can just type MMM pays. Then another question people get to ask is MMM legal? The truth is MMM is not a company, bank. It is just a community, a social network of people providing financial aid directly to each other just by transferring their own money. Okay, this time around, MMM connects millions of participants worldwide, those who need help and those who are willing to provide help. Okay, participants are providing help their own good, and absolutely help themselves. Okay, they provide help with their own money from which all taxes has already been paid. There is no law in any country that forbids people to share its money with others, and so on and so forth. Okay, there are some rules for safe participation. Rule number 1, do not have a multiple accounts. You can always provide help as many times as you want with one MMM account. Because if you do that, if you have multiple accounts, you'll be penalized, and the penalty is that you'll be permanently blocked and you'll be banned from MMM forever and ever. Another rule is do not share your email or bank details with other members. Penalty is you will be blocked from getting help until you give identity proof. And rule number 3, do not delay in paying for your order. The penalty is that you will be blocked. Rule number 4, do not edit your banking details or change password less than 15 days before getting help. Penalty, your GA should be delayed for 14 days. Rule number 5, do not click on I refuse to make payment button for more than once a month. Penalty is will be blocked. Rule number 6, do not make deposits and fail to attach proof of payment, otherwise you'll be blocked. Do not fail to confirm your payments, you will be blocked. Do not allow your family members to provide help more than you. If they have more than the amount you PH'd or donate, let them do it through your PO or tell them to register through your guidance link. Otherwise, you will be blocked. Always remember to write your letter of happiness after every GH